Hey guys! So today I'm going to be doing my December wrap-up and my January TBR. So for most of the month of December, I was home on Christmas break, so I got not a ton of reading done, but I got some reading done, at least compared to the last few months where I've been doing nothing but school. So yeah, I'm just gonna talk about those books that I read. The first book that I read in December, and I did do a video sort of talking about this book, that's Landline by Rainbow Rowell. I read this really quickly, I got into it really easily, I couldn't put it down, much like all of Rainbow Rowell's other books. I thought it was amazing. I gave it 4 stars, and I did talk about why I think I just didn't connect with the character as much as I did with her others. If you want to hear me talk more about this book, check out my video completely dedicated to Rainbow Rowell's books, because I have one that I just uploaded like a few weeks ago. So yeah. The second book that I read in December was Frankenstein by Mary Shelley, and that was on my Kindle, so I don't really have anything to hold up. But yeah, I read Frankenstein. I really loved it. I gave it 4 stars. It was so much better than I thought it was going to be. I usually don't like classics. I kind of stay away from them. They just kind of bore me, honestly. But I really liked Frankenstein. It kept me reading. It was really interesting, and I'm really excited that I read it. And it's inspired me because I have always loved the idea of Frankenstein, that I finally made myself read the book, because I kind of want to write a Frankenstein retelling. I think that would be really interesting. So those are my plans, and that's kind of the driving force behind me reading the book. So yeah. And the last book I read in December, which I just finished yesterday, is Warm Bodies by Isaac Marion. I've been wanting to read Warm Bodies for so long. I don't know why I haven't picked it up before. I just have wanted to read it forever. The movie came out a while ago, and I wanted to see the movie, but I'm the kind of person who will not watch the movie unless I've read the book first, so I had to read this. And when I was home for, break, I decided to go to the library and see if they had it, and if they did, I was going to check it out. And I did, and I really liked it. I gave Warm Bodies 4 stars. I think it's really interesting. It really hooks you from page 1. The main character is such a unique and interesting character. I mean, he's a zombie. If you don't know what the book's at, it's basically like a zombie romance, basically, which is incredibly strange. That is a weird concept, and so that's why I really wanted to read it. And the main character, it's told from the point of view of the zombie. It's so interesting. It's really, really weird and really, really interesting. It sort of tapered off in the middle. I got kind of bored. Like, I was really pulled in by like page 1. I was like, this is great. I'm so excited to see where this is gonna go. It kind of got boring in the middle, and then it picked up again at the end. So a lot of books follow that pattern, and when that happens, I usually give them 4 stars instead of 5, even if I really did like it. So the middle was kind of boring, but the rest of it was really good. I would say that if you're a younger reader and you don't want to deal with more thematic elements, I wouldn't read this. There's a lot of, obviously gore, it's a zombie book, and a lot of sexual references in the book. So if you are younger and you don't like that kind of thing, I would recommend not reading it. But if that doesn't bother you, I would definitely recommend it. I think it's great. I really loved it, and I really want to watch the movie now. I really want to go find it somewhere. So yeah. And now onto my TBR for January. I only have 2 books that I have like for sure on my TBR. One of them is Game of Thrones by George R.R. Martin, and this is on my TBR because I've already started it. I'm like that far into it. Not very far. I started this over break, but I was reading a lot of other books at the same time, and it's a really big book. There's a lot in here, so I just didn't get very far. I'm really liking it so far. I'm liking it a lot more than I thought I would. I mainly got this just because it's gotten so many good reviews, and then the TV show, which I will not allow myself to watch unless I've read the books. So that's why I'm reading it. And I kind of thought I was going to be bored because I'm not really big into like the epic fantasy, and it's an adult book, so I was expecting it to be a little bit more just sort of dense with like so much stuff in it. And it is, but it's not that hard to follow. I'm really, really enjoying it, and I'm surprised. So yeah, this is definitely on my TBR list for January. Hopefully I finish this in January, and school is not too much for me, but yeah. The next book on my TBR for January, and I've already read this book, but it was a long time ago, and that's The Secret Garden. I am taking a children's literature course for in January, and I'm so excited. It's like the most exciting thing ever, a children's literature course. I get to read children's books. And one of the books on there is The Secret Garden, and I already own a copy, so I don't have to like buy it. and I'm really excited. I read The Secret Garden a long time ago. I can't even remember if it was read to me or I read it. I was so young, and I loved it. This was like one of my favorite books when I was little, and I loved the movie and just everything about it. So I'm really excited to read this again. And this particular book has like awesome illustrations. Like, look at how pretty that is. But yeah, so this is one of the books on the list for that class. Another book on that list is, what is it called? Like The True Confessions of Charlotte Doyle, I think, by Avi. And I have never read that, and I don't own it, so I ordered it, and it will be here by the time I start my class. But I'm excited for that too, because that should be fun. So those are 3 for sure books that I'm going to be reading in January. Hopefully I'll be reading more. I don't know. And one last thing, since this is kind of a big random compilation video, I'm doing sort of a mini haul because I got something book related for Christmas that is absolutely awesome, and I feel the need to share this. So in my dorm room, I really want pillows. I love pillows on like my bed and my couch and everything. So I had mentioned to my mom that I would like a pillow. I was like, you know what, I like pillows. You can get me pillows because I like pillows. So my parents got me a pillow that is a book. Is this not the coolest thing in the world? It's, okay, so it's Peter Pan, which my Peter Pan retelling is coming out in February, so this is like the coolest thing ever. Yeah, it's Peter Pan, and it's got like the cover, and you can like close the book, and then you open it, and it's got like actual words, like you can actually read the random little story, and there's a picture, and it's like really comfy too, like it's like a legit pillow. It's like my favorite Christmas present, you guys. So excited. Okay, so that was my December wrap up, my January TBR, and my random little Christmas haul. Yeah, that was everything. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas, and have a wonderful day. Bye!